So many people speak about missionary disciples today, and they are beautiful words, but they have to be put in the context. To help the people to have a new experience of encounter with Christ. The only place where you can make this encounter with Christ is the church. But if the church is not incarnated in the life of the people, it will be difficult today for the people, especially the young people, to have this personal encounter with Christ. So the challenge is precisely for ourselves, the church, at all levels. First, of course, the bishops, the priests, but all the institutions of education to reinvent, I would say, and a church which allow people to make a personal encounter with Christ.
Two years ago, Bishop Nicholas de Marzigo invited the Apostolic Nuncio to the United States, Archbishop Christophe Pierre, to speak at our Evangelization Congress that was held at St. John's University. At the end of the Archbishop's address, both in English and Spanish, he reminded the diocese that we're called to be bold. He told us, so be bold, Brooklyn, and go out, put out into the deep, and work in the areas of evangelization catechesis by offering people the best opportunities that you possibly could. Part of those offerings include our wonderful partnership with Catholic Distance University. And over the years, we've developed those partnerships in many and varied ways, starting with a few courses that were offered locally to catechists. It's now developed into a multi-level program that involves learning not only for those who are catechists and catechetical leaders, but also for those that want a degree, a higher education degree, or a certificate in religious education or theology. So we're very grateful for the opportunities that we've had to work with Catholic Distance University, and we look forward to expanding those opportunities as we move along.
To be bold means to be creative. And I admire, what you have done for so many years, because you have been creative. You don't repeat the same thing. At times, my feeling is that we fall in the trap or in the temptations to repeat the same thing, even in our celebrations. For example, we celebrate Mass, and so forth. But we don't realize that in our assembly, the young people are not there anymore. Where are they? And what are we doing to reach them? So the people who are there, they come, but they should be motivated to become missionaries. We use this word missionary disciples, but we should not forget that the first step is the step that Jesus made himself when he chose his disciples. He chose people, he called them to become his disciples, and once they had this time of education, because that's what it was all about, during these 3 years before his passion and resurrection, and he sent them, because they had become disciples. So the work of the church, if you like, is precisely that. All the institutions of education of the church should do precisely that, We don't go to university just to learn things, We go to university to be educated for a mission. But the education for the mission will be effectively done if there is also an education to become disciples. Everything you do should go in that direction. And certainly what you are actually doing, this online, is certainly a beautiful instrument because it is also adapted to our times.
I recently had the opportunity to travel to Rome and to meet with the Pontifical Council for the Promotion of the New Evangelization, and also join a 3-day conference. That 3-day conference recalled that each one of us is called to follow the theme of this year's Extraordinary Missionary Month, and that theme is baptized and sent. So the Holy Father has called us to remember 2 things: that we're baptized, and because of our baptism, we're part of that mission to go out and to evangelize all God's people, to evangelize everybody by what we do and how we act. We're also sent into various communities, and each one of us, as we're sent, needs to be prepared for that mission. So the partnership that the Diocese of Brooklyn has with Catholic Distance University allows people to prepare themselves for that important mission, to go out, to respond to that call to be sent, and to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ to all people.